I was folding laundry when my phone buzzed with a message. At 63, my evenings were usually quiet, just the hum of the ceiling fan and the familiar rhythm of my own routines. I wiped my hands on my apron and picked up the phone, expecting maybe a reminder from the doctor or a spam notification. But it was from my son, Adam. For a brief second, I smiled. He didn't message often anymore, not since he got married to Claire. Things had slowly changed. Less phone calls, fewer weekend visits, holidays shortened to quick drop-ins. But as soon as I opened his message, the smile vanished. "Mom, you're not welcome at dinner tonight. Claire doesn't want you there." The words punched the air from my lungs. I read them twice, then a third time, hoping I was misunderstanding something. But there it was, cold, clipped, final. I sat down on the edge of the couch, letting the weight of the sentence settle over me. My heart felt like it had shrunk into something small and bruised. I could have argued back. I could have demanded an explanation. But years of being cautious, of tiptoeing around boundaries I didn't fully understand, held my fingers still. So I typed back only one line. "Okay, take care." Then I put the phone face down and tried to return to my chores. But every shirt I folded felt heavier, every breath a little tighter. I kept asking myself, what did I do wrong? Claire was never openly rude, but she'd always kept me at a polite distance. I tried to give them space, to never overstep, but perhaps even that wasn't enough. An hour later, I gave up pretending I was all right. I made myself a cup of weak tea and sat by the window, staring out at the quiet street. That was when another message came through. This one wasn't from Adam. "Unknown number. Please come to dinner. There's something you need to know. 7 p.m. Don't tell anyone you're coming." My first instinct was fear. Was this a prank? A mistake? But the address listed was unmistakably my son's home. My heart raced. Someone inside that house wanted me there. Someone believed I needed to know something. I stared at the message for a long time. Then, for reasons I can't fully explain, I put on my coat, tied my hair back, and took a taxi to Adam's neighborhood. At the door, I arrived 10 minutes early. The house was bright, voices drifting faintly from inside. I almost turned around. My pride begged me to, but before I could leave, the door opened. It was my granddaughter, Sophie. At 8 years old, she had her father's eyes and Claire's restless energy. The moment she saw me, her face lit up as though Christmas had arrived early. "Grandma, you came." My heart melted and broke at the same time. She grabbed my hand and pulled me inside before I could say a word. The living room was warm and full of the aroma of roasted chicken. Adam looked up from setting the table, shock flickering across his face, then something like guilt. Claire emerged from the kitchen holding a bowl of salad. When she saw me, she stopped cold. "What is she doing here?" I felt the sting of her words all over again. Adam set down the cutlery. "Mom, did you bring something? Did you need something?" I received another message," I admitted. "Someone told me to come." "From who?" Claire demanded sharply. Before I could answer, Sophie piped up, her hand squeezing mine. "I sent it." The room froze. Claire's eyes widened. "Sophie, you did what?" Sophie looked nervously between her parents. "You said Grandma wasn't coming, and Daddy looked sad, and Grandma always sits alone. I just wanted her to be here." Emotion thickened my throat. "Sophie," Adam said softly, kneeling beside her, "you can't send messages like that without asking us." "But Grandma didn't do anything wrong," she burst out. "You always leave her out." Her little voice cracked, and for the first time, Claire looked genuinely taken aback. I knelt beside Sophie and stroked her curls. "Sweetheart, I'm not upset, but you must always ask your parents before inviting someone." She sniffled. "I just wanted us to be a family." That single sentence broke something open in the room. The truth comes out. Claire set down the salad bowl with a shaky exhale. This is getting out of hand. Adam, talk to your mother. I'm not dealing with this again. Again, I repeated gently. Claire, if I've done anything to upset you, you can tell me. She crossed her arms tightly, avoiding my eyes. It's not about anything you did. It's about the messages. I frowned. Messages. Adam blinked. What messages? Claire swallowed hard. The ones your mother, sent you, saying I was trying to pull you away from her, that I wasn't good enough, that she needed you more than I did. My heart stopped. Claire continued, I saw them on your phone months ago. That's why I've been setting boundaries. Adam's face went pale. Claire, what are you talking about? Mom has never sent me anything like that. Claire stared at him, confusion twisting her features. But I saw them. They were from her number. A cold realization rippled through the room. Sophie looked down at her socks. Adam knelt in front of her. Sophie, sweetheart, did you send those messages? Tears filled her eyes instantly. I just didn't want you and Mom to fight all the time, she whispered, so I tried to fix it. Claire gasped. You pretended to be her. Sophie nodded miserably. I thought if you both got mad at Grandma, you'd be nice to each other again. Adam closed his eyes, pained. Oh, Sophie. I wrapped my arms around her trembling body. Oh, my darling, hurting someone to fix something never works, but I'm not angry, I promise. Claire sank into a chair, face softening as realization washed through her. I thought you were attacking our marriage, she whispered to me. I kept pushing you away to protect my family. I shook my head gently. Claire, you are part of our family. I never wanted to be against you. For the first time since she married my son, Claire looked at me not with suspicion, but with regret. I'm sorry, she said quietly. I didn't know, I didn't even ask, I just assumed. Adam put an arm around both of us, me and Claire, pulling the circle closer. We can start over, he said softly. And for the first time, Claire nodded. Everything changed. Dinner that night was different, softer, more human. Sophie sat beside me the entire time, clutching my hand. Adam kept smiling at Claire, and she, perhaps for the first time, smiled genuinely back. Before I left, Claire walked me to the door. I want you in our lives, she said. I'm sorry it took this long. I squeezed her hand. Thank you. She hugged me, awkward but sincere. And as I walked home under the streetlights, one thought filled my heart. Sometimes the truth finds its way out through the smallest voice in the room, and sometimes one unexpected message changes everything.